Okay. Listen, I'm not trying to be one of those people that is just like fueling the flames on the hype that is the anniversary and trying to get people just purely set on one thing happening. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be in the group that is actually going to be very sad if it doesn't. And that is, well, first off, let's summon, right? Look at this new Frieza.
I need it.
All right, let's start off with our nice little discount summon here. And dude, what is the Whis with this new obscure ability that totally like randomizes your cards and then flips them around so you don't know what you're using for like I think 10 timer counts or something? Bro, no. I actually don't want that, man. Keep it away. No. Here's the thing. They have very clearly been building up Universe Survival Saga. I mean, we got Jiren. we got Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku that feels more like a U6 versus U7 unit, but is actually, Universe Survival Saga unit. I don't know. That one was definitely weird. And then now we're getting these. Now, actually, I'll be honest with y'all. I really wanted this Golden Freeza to be a Legends Limited unit, but I think they are very clearly gearing themselves up for a year 4 anniversary that has a UI Goku. Now, in what form, I really don't know. And again, this is one of those things where I'm not trying to genuinely fuel the sort of like fire of the fact that that's what's happening, because for whatever reason, people keep thinking about every single corner is going to be a MUI Goku. And like, that's just not how this game works. MUI Goku is not a random release. He's either going to be for Legends Festival in the winter, or he is going to be, let's go. Oh, yo, first multi, what? Okay. Hey, that's what's up, bro. Have you hit the like button yet? Huh? Have you subscribed? Have you hit the red subscription button down below? Why not? Wow. All right, we gotta take a look at Frieza. Let's look at Frieza. You turn? You do turn. Yo, that's sick. Okay, that's actually a really good use of the units that utilize that sort of turn ability. That is dope. Okay, again, all-star unit, so we can actually purchase the missions and get more Z power, which is great. That's what's fantastic about the all-star units. What's not fantastic is that there's 2 of them, and trying to get a Whis, but I do want a Whis too. So they're building up these tags very clearly. And if you're like, well, okay, but Nano, Whis is not in Universe Survival Saga. He's not. But you know what he is? He's God Key. And you know what? You know what Mastered UI Goku is going to be? In God Key, because well, Ultra Instinct Sign Goku is in God Key. So both this Whis and this Frieza could technically be ran with a Mastered UI. And again, literally Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku Ultra, as well as, the Jiren before that. It just, to me, all signs are literally pointing to a Mastered UI Goku. And if that's not what we get for the anniversary at this point, I will be amongst those of you who are sad that's not who we're getting. Okay. And that's why I'm okay with sort of throwing some of that, fuel on the fire right now, because I will be tremendously sad if this is not when we see it. It's 4-year anniversary. This is the time to do it. And before the Frieza totally interrupted me, but I'm totally okay with it. Thank you, Frieza. What I was just trying to say is that literally UI Goku is like peak hype for them. That's obviously sort of I don't know if I say trump card for him, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, break in case of emergency, or break if you want to hit top grossing type situation. And so that's very much so an anniversary unit or a Legends Festival unit. And at this point, I think you let him be your 4-year anniversary. Now, who is he coupled with? I don't know, but what is happening? Y'all, listen, I'm not Garesh and I'm not Rhyme. I don't just profusely just shout to, the skies how much I love LOE. But if y'all pay attention to these videos and how much I talk about them, I do really like using LOE. For the longest time, they were, especially when Cooler came out, original Blue Cooler, they're like my go-to team. I love Lineage of Evil. And so and I feel like they're having this they're having a massive sort of renaissance type thing where they're just really coming back and really being strong. And this Frieza, toxic, dude. This Frieza really good green card, good blue card, a blue card that makes him type neutral. So if you're going against a purple, he's type neutral. Let's go. Green card is really, it seems really good too. Main ability. Also the first 10 seconds of the fight, if you're fighting Saiyans, they have additional, I believe it's 20 cost to their cards. Like, man, it's this card is toxic. Both this card and this unit and Whis are very toxic characters. That obscure ability, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to deal with it. I want to do it to somebody, but I don't want to deal with it myself. Keep it away, bro. Keep it away. So anyways, I hope Mastered UI is coming. I will be big sad if he isn't. Let me know down below who you think will be coupled with him. Again, they really like to pull from different like sections, right? So last year was merge Zamasu and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So who is sort of like the villain counterpart from a different section of DBS or DBZ that they couple with the Mastered UI Goku? You know, same thing, literally same thing with Legends Festival. Literally look at Legends Festival. They coupled a DBS Broly unit with a DBS Goku Black Future Trunks, you know, like, so what exactly do you think will end up going with a UI Goku? And I don't know that I need to even ask this question, because I think all of you are going to be like, well, yeah, because for whatever reason, I see people in the live chat when I get done reacting to it, like everyone's like, why wasn't UI here? They're all screaming at it. For the Bardock release, they wanted UI. Jiren's release, they wanted UI. Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Goku last month, they wanted UI. It's just like, bro, it can't, he's not, why would he release in February for basically no reason other than like a random million downloads or million users celebration? Like, that's not his time, bro. What do you want about? It's not his time. Come on, it's Master UI we're talking about. Like, very few things in the world of generic Dragon Ball fan is above that, because again, these units, they are there to appease people like you and me that are going out of our way to, you know, watch a Legends video on YouTube, and me, who has been playing this game since the beta. You know, I'm going to probably summon for literally any character, but one of their main goals is to pull in other Dragon Ball fans that haven't played yet, and so hype things like Ultra Instinct is going to get you to probably try the game out, and that is ultimately their goal, right? They want to keep growing and keep gaining new users and making more money. That's their business. That's their point. So they're going to try to jam pack as much as possible in an anniversary, which is Ultra Instinct Goku, and try to bring in as many new users as possible. And they're not going to do it randomly in February, I promise you that. So anywho, I'm very curious as to what y'all will say down below. I don't think this guy would be coupled with, there's two units I think are very clearly up and due for a Legends limited version of a character, and that is a Cooler, and that is a Z Broly. We don't have a Z Broly Legends limited yet, and a Final Form Cooler I think would be super sick. Now, I'm not opposed to Meta Cooler as well, or a Final Form Cooler that revives into Meta Cooler. You know, there's definitely some stuff going on there, and the fact, and I'm mentioning Cooler just simply because he would feel weird as an anniversary unit, but they let Merge Zamasu be an anniversary unit, so why not let Final Form Cooler too? But they have been doing so much with LOE as well, right? Like, again, I'm focusing on the fact that this Frieza does buff Universe of Alpha Saga, and is of course part of the Universe of Alpha Saga episode. What is happening, bro? Triple Frieza, dude. Okay, I mean, I'm not, this is not me complaining. I am not complaining at all about that. Can I get just one Whis though, Legends? Can I get just one Whis? So obviously the Universe of Alpha Saga side of the Frieza is why I'm mentioning the UI Goku part of it. But then on the flip side, we haven't gotten so much LOE. I mean, this is 2 LOE All-Star units now. The blue Revive Frieza, and then now this green Golden Freeza. It's like, are we gonna get an LOE LF for the anniversary? Is that what's happening? Very curious to see what's gonna happen this month too, because Toshi at the end of the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken announcement was like, we also have big plans for April, which I think very obviously literally to anyone, you're going to assume it's for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. But now Dragon Ball Super Superhero has been pushed back, in case you haven't seen that. Well, they're not going to release units for this movie before the movie comes out. Like it's a whole planned, organized event, right? Like obviously, like Toshi and crew, I'm sure, have known whatever's happening with this film, they've known about it so they can make characters for it. Probably even seen the animations so they can make the animations, you know, all that stuff, right? All that behind the scenes stuff. Because when these movies drop, especially with an IP like Dragon Ball, you know, Dragon Ball's huge in the merch sector and in the gaming sector and all of that. So they, you know, it's beyond just box office sales, right? Like it's just beyond how many tickets they sell and even how many like digital downloads and all of that when it releases digitally and at home. It's also in their gacha games and in fighters and in Xenoverse 2 and in the cards, right? Like in the Dragon Ball Super card game. Like there's so, and in literal merch, there's so much more to, you know, something like Dragon Ball. Like we're all so much, I mean, look at me, I'm summoning 4 units in this Dragon Ball Legends game. We're all so much more attached to this IP than just some other movie releasing, you know? So obviously that probably, I'm sure, changed up their April plan. So it's gonna be really curious to see what comes out in April now, since in my head, I figured, even though this sounds crazy because anniversary is in late May, literally 2 months from like the day of this releasing, nearly, we'll be summoning, if you play Legends, I at least will be summoning for the anniversary units, and which is nuts. I mean, less than 2 months basically till the anniversary. But I actually thought they might do a dual Legends limited drop for the movie, because there's obviously going to be a villain. There's going to be some sort of hype villain, and there's probably going to be a new form for somebody, whether it's Gohan, someone. There's going to be a hero type superhero. There's going to be a hero type unit or character that comes out of this film that they can probably turn into a new character in Legends and all the games, and a new villain type character as well. So it'll be interesting to see what that ends up being. And it's gonna be interesting now to see what Legends, and I'm sure even Dokkan, change up, because the movie's coming out later. So who knows, dude? Who knows what all, ooh, let's go. Who knows what all is gonna happen with it, but I'm just very excited to see what they do moving forward with this game. I'm really, I think a lot of people were a little underwhelmed with Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, and I was too, animation side, but he is a fun character to use. He's crazy. He's a lot of fun to use. Definitely no complaints on the usability side of him. I've been using a crazy team. You know, I personally love to hover in that like sort of 50-ish range, because it's still playing pretty competent players, but it's not playing like super sweaty, like tryhards either. I mean, you know, occasionally, especially at the beginning of a season, because people are grinding back up. But like, I love hanging out there because I can kind of use whatever team I want to use. Like literally, I can just use whatever team and it's fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I didn't want Whis there. I didn't think Whis was gonna happen because, you know, the Nimbus cloud flying through. Oh, please, Whis, come on, man. I just, you know, yes, let's go. Anyways, last thing I wanted to say in this video, totally off top, not off topic, but off topic of what we were just talking about, is the other thing too. Final thing, could we say our first Legends Limited Ultra? Oh wait, this is, for me personally, this is genuinely the rarest animation. Maybe it's not as rare for doing all-star stuff, but I've not seen this animation in so long. This definitely means Golden Freeza, yeah, or Whis are in this. Whenever Vegeta joins, you know you're getting like the one of, or the, in the case of a solo featured banner, featured unit. Please Whis show up too. Come on. That's literally 4 Golden Freezas, no Whis, bro. That's these all-star banners, man. They can be worse in some cases than Legends Limited banners, but is it possible we see our first Legends Limited Ultra? Now, if you for whatever reason don't think that's a possibility, you're crazy, because all an LF is a fancy sparking. Like, it's not some sort of new rarity, not in the form of an Ultra. So what exactly is stopping them from slapping that Legends Limited sort of like exclusivity tag that adds this sort of legendary finish thing to an Ultra. There's nothing stopping them. The best comparison I can make is if you're not familiar with Dokkan. Dokkan has had this very similar, rarity scale this entire time. And so Dokkan has your sort of basic T-Wars, which is these SPs that we're summoning for right now. Like SP Frieza, SP Whis, those are sort of like what we would consider like side banner units, because Dokkan doesn't really do banners like this anymore. When they drop units like this green Frieza or this Whis, they're usually accompanied by a Dokkan Festival exclusive, which is what you would consider a Legends Limited in Legends. So it's literally just a fancier SP, right? It's still an SP, but it's just a fancier version of it within Dokkan. Literally still the T-War exact same, they go to the exact same level, all of that, but one is like just a standard T-War and one is a Dokkan Festival exclusive T-War. Obviously a little fancier animations and probably a little bit more in their kit and like all of that usually. And so then we were introduced to LRs, which are Legends Ultras. Exact same thing. For the longest time, LRs were just nowadays we call them yellow coin units. Well, eventually, guess what we got? A Dokkan Festival LR. So literally only thing that's missing is for an Ultra to get that Legends Limited tag to it. And then you now have Ultras that have fancy intro animations and then also have legendary finishes. And again, like literally you are insane if you do not think that a Legends Limited Ultra is going to happen at some point in this game, because it just is. Plain and simple. Like that's their sort of equivalent of Dokkan Fest. Sort of here's like a fancier version of this rarity. It's going to happen. If it doesn't happen, then the game probably got shut down before they could do it. Like that's really like where I'm coming down on sort of that stance and that argument with it. So anyways, I definitely think if you're going to debut your first ever like special Legends Limited Ultra, then I think Ultra Instinct Goku would be the place to do it. Now I think that if they were like, here you go, Ultra Instinct Goku, this is our new hype thing, you probably don't couple that with another Ultra Legends Limited. You probably just do like an SPLF, which could be cooler. Yes, but I don't know, dude. The Mad Lads might dude, oh god, if the anniversary is double LF or double Ultra LFs, no, please, no, don't. But yeah, and I've mentioned this in a couple other videos. People are like, don't give them the idea. It's like, bro, it doesn't take that much to connect the two dots, bro. Like they're the ones that are developing this game and trying to make sure this game makes money for Bandai, and so that they can keep producing new content for the game. Because obviously, if we don't all collectively give them some sort of money, then they have no incentive to keep producing this and paying animators to do their thing and all of that. I do wish though, Toshi, somebody over there, please make some new summoning animations, please. Like I don't know if like Dokkan and the Legends team right now both just don't think that is worth the time and the money investment. But given the fact that it is one of the core mechanics of both of these games, it blows my mind that they do not give more attention to the summoning aspect of these games. Especially when you have Legends that does these really, Legends has some really sick summoning animations. Let's be real. The first time that we saw Broly v Vegito, I don't know a person that day that was released and everyone, and I was fortunate enough to not check stuff and got to truly see that totally raw for myself. That was one of the coolest things, man. And like, if we could have a Gogeta versus Zamasu, or dude, there's endless possibilities. We only ever see Goku and Frieza. Like, there are endless possibilities to the villains and the heroes that you could have summon and bring new characters into this game. Like it blows my mind. Both games right now, It has been forever. It was year 2 anniversary essentially for this. Yeah, we're 2 years out, almost on the dot from the time these animations were introduced. And then for Dokkan, the last time we got an update for animations was in fall of 2019. Yeah, almost 3 years. I don't understand. Like dude, I'm telling you, right now, if you watch this far, would you not enjoy some new summoning animations? It is such a core mechanic of this game and of Dokkan. It just blows my mind, brother. So if they're gonna introduce, I'm saying all this because they're gonna introduce our first Legends Limited Ultra, give us a new summoning animation, man, and make it a hype, bro. Like, imagine a UI Goku summoning animation. Oh my gosh. Oh, it would be so dope, dude. Have Jiren come up, throw Frieza out of the way, have it go back to Goku, or have him run down, punch Goku, whatever. He shows back up, battle damaged, and like, oh, dude, that would be so sick. And he goes UI. Oh, and then he just like comes at the screen, you know, because again, when Broly and Vegito, they don't actually finish their fight. You just see him start to punch, but he like comes at the screen and maybe he like punches like Jiren, and it's like Jiren's face like coming towards the camera, and then just like fades into your summoning. Come on.
A few minutes later.
Finally, my gosh, dude. There we go. Whis in the flesh, and that's the video.